Then this is our group members. First, FATIN AYUNIE binti ROZI. Second, Puteri Amira binti MAZLAN. Third, SARAHHAJAR binti QARNAIN. Fourth, NATASHA NABILAH binti RAHIM. This is the apparatus that we needed in this experiment. First is room temperature water, then bleach, vinegar, 2 glass jars, spoon, steel wool, and digital thermometer. Here we provide a few pictures when we're running the experiment.
Now, I'll continue to present the results. As we can see, before adding vinegar and bleach, the temperature of jar A and B are same, and it's begin to be different after jar A is mixed with vinegar and bleach, which is slightly higher in temperature than stable temperature in jar B. Also same until it reached 10 minutes. The following days, after 24 hours, we measure the temperature and got that there is a decreases in temperature for steel wool in both jar, but the temperature of steel wool in jar A is still higher than jar B. For observation, the initial appearance for both jar are same, which is the liquid are colorless and steel wool has no rust. After adding vinegar and bleach in jar A, the liquid turned into light brown in color and steel wool started to rust. After 10 minutes, the liquid turned brownish in color and steel wool is rusted. But the appearance of liquid B still no significant change even after 10 minutes. The next day, we can observe that the liquid turned into black color, yellow precipitate form, and steel wool is severely rusted. For jar B, the liquid appeared into light brown color and steel wool is rusted. This is our graph that shows the comparison between jar A and jar B in temperature versus time.
Rust is a chemical reaction that produces iron oxide by combining the water and iron. In this experiment, when the steel wool reacts with the water, it causes corrosion. When the steel wool gets damp, the water seeps into the microscopic pores in the metal. The water acts as an electrolyte, allowing electrons from the iron to move towards the oxygen. During this reaction, iron atoms donate its electron to the oxygen atoms. This process is known as oxidation. Rust gets its corrosive characteristic from the hydrogen bond in the water, which function as an acid. The steel will produce heat when it corrodes. In this experiment, the steel wool was exposed to water and oxygen from the air in the jar A and jar B. The initial temperature for both jars is 34.6 degrees Celsius, and the condition of the steel wool has no rust. When the vinegar and bleach was added into the jar A, the temperature increased to 35.1 degrees Celsius. The liquid turns into the light brown in color, and the steel wool started to rust, while the condition of jar B has no change. After 10 minutes, the temperature in jar A continued to increase to 35.6 degrees Celsius, while the temperature in jar B decreased to 34.1 degrees Celsius. The liquid in jar A turned into brownish in color and the steel wool is rust, while there is no significant change in jar B. The increase of temperature in jar A can be explained by the fact that the heat is produced during the chemical reaction, and the process is called as exothermic. The rust is formed due to the presence of vinegar and bleach. The bleach acts as an oxidizing agent and accelerate the rust. Besides, the chemicals such as the vinegar can speed up the rust because the hydrogen ion in the acid remove an electron from iron, causing it to ionize and rust. When the water is mixed between the bleach and vinegar, the acid reacts with the bleach, produce little amount of chlorine gas. When the chlorine gas reacts with the iron, it forms iron chloride, which resembles rust. The increase of temperature in jar A is because of the chemical reaction produced the heat. After 24 hours, the temperature of jar A decreased to 32.2 degrees Celsius and jar B is 32 degrees Celsius. The liquid in jar A turned into black in color and yellow precipitate is formed, and the steel wool is severely rusted, while the liquid in jar B turned into light brown in color and the steel wool is rusted. Based on the experiment, the rate of corrosion of jar A is faster than jar B due to the presence of bleach and vinegar.